Hey everyone, and welcome to my YouTube First Success Empowering Yourself Through Debt. If any of you have read my book Return from the Voyage, you'll know that I have been there and done that. I've survived homelessness and losing all my stuff in my late 30s, and I've managed to get businesses back up and running now with next to no help. So things can be sorted out. Please don't lose heart if you're in a bit of a sticky situation at the moment. But what we're going to be looking at is some empowering thoughts. I'm going to help you to turn your life around, because this can be done. And the good news is that things are solvable. Problems are there to be solved. So let's look upon your debts as challenges that you can rise to. Something that actually you would quite enjoy, taking that bull by the horns and really getting stuck in and dealing with it. So first of all, let's look at your debt and see what gift, and I mean gift, that debt has to give to you. And often there's a life lesson that is attached to a debt of some kind. Let's imagine that this debt is money, and that maybe your back is now well and truly against the wall. It's hard for you to wriggle out of this debt, and you have to make some choices that perhaps you don't really want to have to make. It gives you a chance to honestly look at your life right now and get a notepad and write down, on reflection, what have I learned from this? Did I get a bit too cocky with money? Was I not paying attention? Did I take my eye off the ball for a moment? Have I been saving? Have I been thinking wisely? It gives you a chance to think about those things and perhaps reassess creative ways and new ways of thinking outside the box. Because of course we all know that if you carry on doing what you've always done, you're going to end up back at square one all over again, and you don't want that. So thinking creatively of ways out of the situation that you're in, which is exactly what I did. Now, it's not always easy thinking creatively, but when our back is up against the wall and we have to take action and we have to do something about something in life, and we can't really bury our head in the sand any longer, sometimes that's a good thing. It gives us no option. We cannot avoid, we cannot run away, but we have to face that very real responsibility, which really is a good thing. So thinking outside the box will help you to empower yourself. So thinking creatively is thinking of things that you may have not even entertained in the past. And no matter how silly or how far-fetched those creative thoughts are, get a pen now and write everything down that occurs to you that you could do to either get out of debt, get some more money, or get yourself back on track. Now, thinking creatively is exploring every single avenue that is available to you. Are there family, neighbours or friends that you could approach, not to take responsibility, but to help you in some way, some form of support? Is there some service or some skill that you have that you could offer as a swapsy with somebody else? For instance, you might be good at accounting or Indian head massage, not particularly good for accounting for yourself, but for other people maybe. And you could offer that service in return for something that you need from them. Is there any way that you can cut back on your food bill? Do you have a garden? Can you start putting seeds out there? Can you start growing your own fruit and veg? Is there something you can do where you are not reliant, when you are not at the mercy of the system? Are there choices, new choices you can now make? Can you go to charity shops and perhaps buy new buttons or bits of lace, or actually adapt your clothing and re-gock it, as I like to say, and make things more suitable for you and your own style, rather than buying new stuff all the time? Feeling proud, could you put that money in a jar and watch it grow every day? In a coffee jar, you don't even have to buy a piggy bank, just use an empty jar. Put it in the corner of your windowsill, put a 50p in there maybe once a week or once a day, and see it grow. You can physically see that money sparkling in the sunshine, and it gives you a fabulous incentive to get your life back on track. We all know that if you have £1, you can open up a bank account practically anywhere. A bank account that is a new one, a refreshed one, would give you a new way of looking at things. It would give you new hope, strength, courage, resilience, determination. to move on forward. So you can do this. You really, really can. It just takes £1 to open that bank account. And even though interest rates are low, you know that once you get to a certain amount, maybe £50 or £100, maybe you can hunt around for an ISA or a different rate, or think of another creative way of using that money effectively. Investing isn't always about stocks and shares. Investing is your education. Maybe you want to sign yourself onto a college course, and that will help add an extra string to your bow. An investment is transport, is a car, is keeping your body fit, healthy, joining a gym, or just walking for free, getting a second-hand bike, looking on websites like FreeCycle and typing the word in free everywhere you can. Maybe when you're in debt you can also approach charities, as I had to help put school uniform and clothes on my child's back as a single mum. There are lots of things you can do. Is there a story that you have, an interesting story that you could sell to a newspaper or a magazine? Or is there a research centre where you can offer free research in return for some money? Market research, for instance. There is so much out there that you can do for yourself when you think creatively. Ask about, question things, ask people, experience and find out for yourself. This is all to do with personal empowerment. Empowerment starts when we stop putting ourselves at the mercy of, I haven't got a job, there's no jobs out there. You're actually expecting somebody else to come in and give you a job and save you. How about looking at self-employment or a small hobby, just something that people might be interested in for pin money to begin with, and gradually that may well grow. You just never know. You've got to try it. I've done so many things in my time to get myself back on my feet, from making my own jewellery, to doing my own paintings, to refurbing things, to selling services online, and it all works. Maybe you can sell things on eBay, but looking at your debt and taking responsibility for it is the first thing. The second thing is, what can I do? Ask those questions, think creatively, put it out there. There is a solution waiting for you somewhere. The third thing I would say is stay positive. Daydream. Yes, you're right, you heard me right. Daydream, mini hypnosis. This is what I do. I know what I'm talking about here. Daydreaming will help you to relieve stress. If you meditate on positive things, on positive images, guess what? You give out subtle, subliminal messages that you are a positive person. And guess what? People love a smile. They love positive people. And that enables you to strengthen and help yourself. Lift yourself up now out of any depression, any anxiety, and ask yourself, will I be in the same situation in just 6 months or a year from now? Will this matter in a year from now? It won't. Believe me, things change. The world, the earth, the universe is constantly in flux and is constantly changing. So good luck with your debt that you have at the moment, which I'm sure you will not be stuck with forever. You can find a way out of things. Keep positive, keep your focuses and your daydreams and your visualizations as positive as possible, and start empowering yourself by asking questions, i.e., what can I do about this situation? Where did this situation come from? Where can I see myself in a year from now? Where would I like to see myself in a year from now? And how can I work backwards then from that imagery and from that point? So give it a go, and I wish you all the luck in the world. If you want to look me up for hypnotherapy services, how I can help with positive thinking and to lift out of anxiety, it's www.firstsuccess.com. That's 1st success.com. I'm Joanna Knight. Thank you.